Hello everybody, Dead Spikes here. Today I'm making a build video around this character right here, Razor. It is a face tanking build and it is amazing. I got Razor and my chat told me he was pretty good, so I figured I'd try him out and I am super amazed. After playing around with the teams a little bit and switching characters and such, I finally found the team I am happy with. Now mind you, I am only adventure rank 22, so I am not one of the highest level people in the world or nothing. But this combo, I can tell, is extremely deadly and will definitely take you all the way to endgame. I'm excited to test it endgame when I get there. So in case you have never watched one of my build videos before, I will be showcasing some gameplay to try to persuade you into using such build, and then I will go over an in-depth guide on everything I run on it and why it works so well. So let's get into it. These guys look like a good testing thing. They're really tanky. Wow, they're already dead. Holy crap. Alright, now that I have gone over showing some of the gameplay on the build, by the way, that boss is extremely tanky, and I'm very happy I can kill him as quick as I can, because some of the other people I know were struggling with him. Let's go over the build now. What are we doing here? So, we have Razor, Xingqiu, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but Xingqiu, Barbara, and Fischl. Now this combo works very well together, because we are running a double water and double electro setup. Which, if you know what elemental resonance is, we're getting two added effects right here. The most important one is the incoming healing 30% boost is great, but also the extra damage from high voltage is good as well. Now when we go into this setup, I'm going to go over the talents and the order I put them out. So the first talent I'm going to pop is Xingqiu's Fatal Rain Screen. Fatal Rain Screen is a great skill for a tank style build, because it's going to give you a rain swords that will shatter, reducing the amount of damage you take, and they also heal you, which is great. So just using that ability is kind of giving you a barrier that's going to heal you and prevent damage. So that's the first talent I will be using. The second one I run is Fischl's Night Strider. I'm sure you know what this is, because everybody's using Fischl. She just pops out a bird that's going to be shooting bolts that deals damage passively. That's great and helps out the team's damage. And the third one is Barbara, where I am popping the Let the Show Begin. And it's just a passive heal that heals a few times while I'm going through combat. But the also nice part about this and Xingqiu's passives is it will also be debuffing the enemies with Hydro, making them wet, so by electric can stack onto it and deal some extra damage. Now, when running Razor, you have to go in a very specific order. If you have your super ready, you're going to want to run Claw and Thunder first. Pop that, because he has a passive that makes it so after you use Lightning Fang, it's going to make it so your Claw and Thunder come back, and you can pop it a second time. Claw and Thunder, Lightning Fang, and then Claw and Thunder again, and you'll do a lot of damage right there, and then you just spam Lightning Fang, and hopefully Barbara and Xingqiu's passives will be up to keep that wet and electric combo smacking, smacking, and smacking, and dealing all that damage. Now, about when Lightning Fang runs out, you're just going to run through the same order again. Now, there are two weapons that are very important to this build. The rest of it does not matter too much. It's Barbara and Razor's weapons. Barbara's weapon I am using is this catalyst right here. When switching characters, the new character taking the field has their attack increased by 30% for 10 seconds. This effect can only occur once every 20 seconds. Now, this is why it's very important Barbara's the third one you go to, and then Razor. Then you get this 30% attack boost the whole time you're on Razor, and it's great. Fischl and Xingqiu's weapons do not really matter that much. I use Fischl's just for popping some of the rune guys when they're doing their charged attacks, but otherwise I don't really use it for damage at all, and it does not sadly buff their abilities or their talents. It's only when you're actually using the weapon. Now, for Razor's weapon, I'm using the Debate Club, which makes it so after using an elemental skill, normal or charged attacks deal an additional 75% attack damage in a small area. This is a great just little burst damage you get when you're using your Claw and Thunder or your super. You're going to get a 75% big boom of damage about 5 times in that whole super, which is just great. This is the best weapon I've saw so far from looking around. I looked through the blacksmith. Even the one on the battle pass doesn't even compare to this. I think this is the best weapon you can run with this style of build. Now, for artifacts wise, you're going to want to put Xingqiu and Barbara all the way into HP, as much HP as you possibly can, because their skills are based off HP. So put HP percents on, and yeah, HP percents on every slot you can. These two, obviously, these are set to attack and HP. I put HP percent on the other ones. Another set bonus you could get is the Exile is great for Barbara because she has a very long charge time. And then also, what's the other one called? Well, it gives you one. I have it on my Xingqiu. Let's go over to Xingqiu. All right, Xingqiu has the other set that's pretty good right here. Adventurer's set's going to give you that 1,000 max HP increase. To get 2 of those is also very good. But again, just go for all out HP. Fischl's does not really matter that much. You can kind of run whatever you have for her. I am running an attack setup, and that would be just in case I do need to deal some damage in the ranged combat where Razor couldn't reach it for some reason. She can deal the damage, but her artifacts are really not that important because you won't be using her much. You could make her tankier for when you do need to shoot those rune eyes, but otherwise it doesn't matter that much. Now, Razor, obviously, you're going to want to go max damage, as much damage as you can put into him. I'm running a Berserker set and an Exile set. Exile's going to get all my abilities back quicker, and Berserker gives me that little extra crit. This isn't an end game artifact setup by all means. There are going to be better upgrades later on, but for early game, this is perfectly set up. Try to get those 4-star attack percents. I have a few of them right here, 24%. And yeah, that'll pretty much do it for this build. That is the whole setup. If you follow those talents and do them in the right order, you will pretty much live through everything. There's been only like 1 or 2 times that Razor has actually fallen, and I'm quite impressed. After I threw Xingqiu onto this build, she changed everything. He changed everything and made this build broken as hell. So you gotta try this combo, and hopefully it'll work for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Does help me out a lot. If you'd like to see some more helpful tutorial builds content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'll be making a lot of videos about this game. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. This is Bikes out.